How you doing, guys? August 23rd, 2020. Little coffee chat here. Got my coffee going, black coffee, no sugar. That's how I drink it. This one here, I'm gonna do a little chat on one of the weirdest things that ever happened to me in my life. I feel that it was one of the strangest ordeals that I ever dealt with, as far as psychologically, I should say. Kind of weird. It's a story of Mama Smurf. We're gonna call this lady Mama Smurf. And I met this lady, right? And met her on one of these dating sites and talked to her and stuff. And you meet a lot of crazy ladies on these dating sites, but this one was really nice. We got along really good, and we seemed to connect like right away. I went on a date with her. We like connected right away. We had good chemistry and everything, and we were like together, like ever since we met, we were together all the time. We were always, sometimes you go on these dating sites and you meet someone and you see them once a week, or then every other week you might see them one day, and you kind of really don't have a connection. But me and Mama Smurf, we kind of hit it off right from the get-go, and I really liked her. She liked me. We got along great. There was no issues. We didn't really fight or nothing. I'm going to call her Mama Smurf. I really got nothing bad to say about the lady. She was a really nice lady. But, so let me just tell you the story of what happened. So I met her, and, we would hang out. We would go canoeing and, playing tennis and go shopping, do all kinds of stuff. And eventually, I started going over her house. She started coming over my house. And she lived about a half an hour away, which wasn't bad. And, she liked my dog, and that's a big plus, because a lot of these ladies, they don't like my dog, or they get pissed if you got a dog, or the dog's too small, or they get a big dog that's going to chew your dog, or whatever. But anyway, so I end up going over there, and she had a rat problem over there, so I helped her, put some rat bait out, and down in the basement, I was having the same problems with rats over in my chicken coop, because I was like a rat killing expert, and so we kind of got rid of the rats, and then she had a refrigerator, and I guess the rats were getting in the back of the refrigerator and chewing the plastic tubes. I never seen any rats there. She said she seen rats. So her birthday was coming, and my daughter works at Lowe's. So I called her about a refrigerator. I said, hey, this thing, every time it goes on a defrost cycle, it dumps water on the ground. Even though we didn't have the water hooked up to it, whenever it went on a defrost cycle, I guess there must be tubes in there where the water drains into a pan down below and evaporates. Well, those tubes are all chewed from the rats or the mice or whatever. So she needed a new refrigerator. My daughter works at Lowe's, and I asked her to check on a refrigerator, a certain size, and see if they had one. And she called back, oh, we got this $2,600 refrigerator on sale for $700, brand new. Just, I guess it's going, they're not going to stock that brand anymore. Things in great shape. So this Mama Smurf was having a birthday, and I said to myself, I'll just buy the refrigerator for her birthday, So I ended up buying the refrigerator for her birthday. Well, I'm not complaining about it. I bought it for her, and I did a lot for this lady. Buying a refrigerator was one. She needed a couple of air conditioner window units. I ended up buying them for her. She needed some stuff for her canoe, a couple of paddles I bought. Well, I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying I did do a lot for her. A couple things around the house, fix some stuff. But anyway, everything was going along great. We were getting along good. We watched TV at night, go to sleep. We went to sleep at the same time. Everything was, paradise. It was like flipping paradise. So, I don't know, 7-8 weeks go by, right? And, she needs food for the refrigerator because bought a new refrigerator. So we go down to the Whole Foods down in Newport and buy some of this. She wants organic stuff. So we go there and food shop, and here I am, sucker again, paying for the food. I mean, she was out there. She didn't mind me paying for stuff, I'll tell you that. That's one thing I could say about her. She didn't mind me paying for some of the stuff. But I didn't mind. I paid for the food. I was eating it too, right? So when we're in there buying the organic food, she says to me, I don't want to buy the regular food because all the chemicals. I want to buy the organic stuff. But when I buy the organic food, it goes bad in my refrigerator and it rots in my refrigerator before I eat it. So I said, well, geez, you're going to have to eat the food or buy less or something like that. It's no good if it goes bad. But that's the thing with the organic food, right? So she wanted this organic chicken. It's like $4 a pound. It's like, holy shit, I'm paying like $1.50 a pound for the regular chicken. And you're going to think that this $4.50 stuff's any better or $4 a pound. But anyway, so I'm saying to myself, I wonder how long that food's going to last before it goes bad. So, 3-4 days go by, right? After I bought the food and it's been in the refrigerator and stuff, and watching TV at night, watching Netflix at night, watching. So I say to her, I said, hey, what's the story with the food? Is it going bad? Are you eating the food, or is it rotten in your refrigerator? Like she told me when we bought this food that, the food goes bad. So that's why she don't like that. So I said that to her. I'm sitting there. She's sitting there on the side watching the TV. So I said to her, listen, is the food going bad? Are you eating it, or is it going rotten? So Mama Smurf starts whacking me upside the head, like whack, whack. Not hard, but enough to like open hand upside the head, like hitting me like 7 times. I actually told her, stop hitting me. Which was kind of a real shock because I'm not into hitting women. I don't hit women, and I've never been hit by a woman. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right. I don't, that's not me. So that happened, and it was like, wow, that was like the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. Strange, So I ended up going to sleep, and the next day I went home and I was thinking about it. I actually called my sister about it, and I said, this flipping lady's starting to hit me. I mean, it's kind of weird. And it was this lady, I thought that, she didn't have no issues or whatever. So the next day I went over there after work, around supper time, and I confronted her. I said, hey, what's the story about you hitting me yesterday? I mean, that's not right. You're not supposed to be hitting me. So she got all kind of defensive with me and kind of took the cold shoulder and wouldn't talk to me and this and that. And she said, all she would say is, didn't you wake me up and tell me my food was rotten in the refrigerator? I says, you started hitting me. You started whacking me upside the head. That's abuse. Can't be doing that. All I wanted from her is an apology and say she was sorry and she wouldn't do it again, and I would have been fine. So, we were doing things, and she gave me the cold shoulder that whole night. So I think I fell asleep, and I got up like 2 o'clock, and I said, I'm out of here. This is bullshit. She's giving me the flipping cold shoulder, won't talk to me. It's all my fault, right? Because I confronted her about hitting me. So I leave, and then a couple of days later, I get a hold of her and give her another chance to apologize about whacking me, which I still can't wrap my head around why she did it and why she just wouldn't apologize. So, and I gave her a full, I put it all out there, and we talked about it, and all I want is an apology from you. But she refused to apologize, and then she started to say that I started all this drama, that, it's all my fault, that, she's not apologizing. She's just tapping me in the forehead, she's saying. I was just tapping you in the forehead. Well, that's still not acceptable. You shouldn't be hitting me. I mean, it's just going to get worse. So I had to leave the broad. I had to leave her because of that. I didn't want to. And it was kind of a strange thing. And everybody I tell about it is like, well, that's the flipping weirdest thing I've ever heard. All she had to do was apologize. I would have been good with it, but no. So she had a different outlook on it. She didn't think it was abuse. So I don't know. She said her last marriage, she was in a long-term marriage, and he supposedly mentally abused her, but nothing physical from what she had said. But I don't know if she might have hit him. I don't know. But I'm not into the whole hitting thing, and that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life because, trouble in paradise, I should say. Trouble in paradise. So, I walked away from that relationship. And other than that, she was a great woman for me. We went to sleep the same time. We got up. We liked the same things. We she was perfect for me. And so she started hitting me. And then that kind of was a big red flag, and had to put a stop to that. So, yeah. The story of Mama Smurf. I call her Mama Smurf because I bought her some blue slippers. They were blue. That's why I call her Mama Smurf. But I'm not going to mention any names because it's not right. But that's a true story, and yeah, kind of a sad ending to a a good a good relationship. But shit happens, Mama. Shit happens.